my love. Disregard the obvious. Disregard the obvious, my love.
Welcome. Hello, people on YouTube, my good friends on TikTok, and my friends on YouTube. I've made a couple friends on YouTube. And welcome, people of Twitch. Welcome, people of YouTube. Welcome. What you just saw there was the intro to my podcast. Of course, the people watching on TikTok and YouTube live are not able to see the intro. I can do all the behind-the-scenes production through OBS, which is seen on Twitch. I'm not too sure if the live stream should see the intro. But that was an intro I made on Canva. Hope you guys like that. I've been using that for the last 76 episodes. This is episode 76 of my podcast, the Mr. Genuine Podcast. How's the audio, by the way? I kind of made a quick last-minute adjustment to be able to play my guitar. I don't have a name for this guitar, but I have a name. My mom and dad gave me a name, and it's Raul. Raul. If you want to roll your R's, if you want to be powerful. Welcome. I am the host. I am the owner of this channel, the owner of this podcast, and I'm glad to be here. I want to make sure that this episode is a powerful one, because every episode that I make, everything that I do, I want to make sure that it has some meaning behind it, and I hope it has some power behind it as well. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I appreciate it. And right now I'm here. I'm actually obviously not at home base. This is a second place where I can go ahead and call home. Thankfully, I actually can call my job my home. I can call my home my own house my home. Obviously, I can call my grandma's house my home. I can call my friend's house my home. There's an awesome song called "Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, he left us all alone. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, he left us all alone. Sometimes I feel like a rolling stone. And thank you for following, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll follow you back. Like I said, guys, I appreciate it. 0 followers, I'll be your first follower. Heck yeah. So, why am I here? Why is Raul, the guitar player from San Diego, the podcast owner, the man that works 7 days a week, here? Why am I talking? Alfredo, welcome. Welcome, guys. Well, ultimately, I feel like it's important for me to put myself out there. It's important for me to show up for myself and my family. And I think by just recording content, it gives me purpose. It gives me a reason to keep going. It gives me something to look forward to. Aside from obviously spending time with my family, spending time with my coworkers, spending time with my job, spending time with my friends, and spending time with my instruments. For the most part, a lot of people don't really understand what it's like to be a musician because they don't give themselves the opportunity to fail at learning something new. I've had so many awesome musicians already on the show. One of my good friends, Oliver, who I would love to have on the show very soon, again, I want to have him back on, and I plan on being on a show. I plan on being on his show and being a spotlight musician for his channel. So I'm really excited about that. Welcome, guys, welcome. And I really love interacting with you guys. I love it when you guys just interact with my content. I love it when you guys like the live. Thank you, Alfredo. And it's awesome meeting you guys. It's awesome meeting all of you. It's crazy. There's 19 viewers right now on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Right now, I'm recording my episode for my podcast channel. If you type in Mr. Genuine, my content should be the first one that pops up. And the search engine optimization tools out there, sometimes they help you, sometimes they don't. But if you're able to just post consistently, post content that makes sense to you, your name will just show up first. You want to create a brand that lasts forever. You want to make a brand that outlives you. And also, what's the best thing about posting online is that you can look back at the content you make when you're older. Let's say I become, when I'm like 150 years old, I'll be able to look at my 30-year-old self and think to myself, wow, I'm glad I recorded that content. I'm glad I was able to set up this equipment. I had the idea to bring my other microphone to record my guitar. I think you guys can hear that. Of course, I will get to playing some music, but right now I have to record my episode. I have to be able to focus. Right now, like I said, there's a lot of things going on right now. I heard that there's some crazy stuff going on all over the world. I won't mention it, but please be careful out there, guys. Everybody watching the episode, everybody who watches my content, please be safe out there. Be aware of your surroundings. Something my mom always told me, and I low-key kind of resented it because like it made me super distant. Saludos, Efe. It made me distant from certain people. But for a good reason. My mom always said, don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody. My mom's not very much of a God-fearing woman, but she believes in the universe. I believe in the universe. I believe in God. And I am a God-fearing man. That's the only entity, if I could even be bold enough to try to classify and box God in with one word, the universe. But there are people out there that just don't know how to control themselves. But you guys, as the responsible adults, responsible people, do your best to control yourselves and to be aware of your surroundings. Trust yourselves and trust your instincts. That is just, I care about you guys. Plus, why would I be making content for an empty crowd? People that just, no way. But of course, there's also that period where you kind of have to make content for nobody but yourself. You have to be able to be alone. You have to be able to be comfortable in the space where there is no sound, in the space where it's only you and your thoughts. That's what this is for me. This is a place where I can I'll honestly just yap a little bit and vent, which I don't normally vent to complain. If you guys watch any of my content, you'll know I pretty much want you guys to be busy doing your own things. I want you guys to be so successful that when you come back looking at my content, you have so much advice and wisdom to give me and be able to motivate me to keep going. And if you guys are watching my content, that means that you want your algorithm to give you nothing but positive things, nothing but winning content. I have done my very best to make sure that my content is aligned with a higher purpose. In the last episode and in the videos I recorded today, I wanted to make sure that my content was 1, positive, and 2, served a purpose and was useful. And I think just me being in front of the camera, hopefully that inspires somebody to just think outside the box and go, okay, I don't have all the equipment in the world. I don't even have a microphone to my name. I don't even have a car. I don't even have this and that, but still find a way to record. Still find a way to capture their story. As you know, some of the most amazing people on earth have a really intense story. If you're able to share your story with conviction and with a lot of oomph behind your words, people will feel it. People will understand that, hey, this is not just some random person. This isn't just some random stranger that I'm meeting. This person's important. This person has something to say. And now it isn't easy. It isn't easy becoming somebody that's important because there's so many things you have to learn. There's so many things that you have to develop within yourself. I'm going to give you guys some sauce right now. I'm going to give you guys some of the secrets, some of the insider tips that a lot of people learn much older. And I'm 30 years old and I'm a mature man now. I cannot be so silly. I cannot be so foolish as I was last week, right? And that's one of my greatest gifts that I can give you guys now is that, obviously have fun. If you're a kid, have fun. When you're young, that's when you're supposed to be making mistakes. That's when you're supposed to be really just experimenting and understanding who you are. But you don't have to make a lot of mistakes to find out who you are if you're young or if you're old. The best way to understand this is actually through and I'm going to quote a powerful video that came out of the recent celebrity that passed away today, battling cancer. Cancer is such an awful thing of this earth, but it's one of those things that brings you down to a level that you never knew you could reach, because once you're there, the amount of spring action that it takes you to the next level, it quantum leaps you 100 times more than any sort of bottom of the barrel or down bad rock bottom moment you could ever have. Because you realize once your health is gone, once you can't take care of yourself, once you can't wipe your own ass, things get really serious and things get really, really intense. And like I said, I'm 30 years old, and I just want to share a positive message, no matter how intense it may be, no matter how I say it, because it's truly coming from me. It's coming from somebody who wants the best for people. I want the best for me, but I know that I can't have everything I want without providing an intense amount of value, an immense and a plethora of value. And there's so many things to learn, and I'm just one man. And if you want more help, let me know, guys. I really mean it. I want to start this year as strong as I can. It's already February. It's February 11th. What have you done this year, guys? But what have we done? I have so much to do myself. Okay, back to what I'm saying. Maturity is actually a gift, but if you're young, enjoy your youth and just learn from the old heads. Learn from the greats. Stand on the shoulders of giants, and surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with people who are not afraid to ask the difficult questions, who are not afraid to make themselves look foolish. Because it's often the people that can think outside the box, it's people who can come up with new ideas and back them up and support their own ideas and not be pushed away by any sort of breeze or wave of water that just, makes them change their mind. It's very rare to find people that can think for themselves. It really is. Look around every corner. Literally, look around. Go down your street and you think, okay, first of all, like I said, I'm more mature now, so I see things differently. I see things differently than when I was 20, when I was 10. And so when I see somebody, I no longer see just a stranger. And of course, like I said, my mom said, don't trust anybody. It's very true. You shouldn't just, I used to have a bad habit of just allowing people to just gain my trust instantly, which is not useful at all in the long run, because people don't respect you that way. And your reputation is what really sets you apart from other people. You can be the same age as another person, but if your reputation is of higher status, the other person has no chance. They don't have any standing ground to be able to compete against a person like you, somebody who has a mission, somebody who has divine purpose. And like I said, when I look at people now, I think, oh wow, I hope that mom and dad are still in their lives. I hope they had a great childhood. I hope they have somebody that they can go home to. I hope they have an awesome future. I hope this person still has a lot of life in them. I know that everybody's going through something. I know that everybody wants something. I know that everybody is afraid of something. And I'm doing my very best to just be super aware and focus on what I'm doing in this present moment. I like to party. Everybody loves to party. Everybody loves to shake some ass and have a great time and just fool around. But when it's time to really, really be serious about what your dreams are and your goals, that's when like the maturity has to set in. And yeah, have some fun though. Have some fun. I'm not saying be completely drained and dry, just have some fun. But it's so awesome being able to hold your tongue and say, and think to yourself, no, I'm not going to say that stupid thing. No, I'm not going to just interrupt the conversation. No, I'm not just going to give out my ideas. I'm going to first listen. I'm going to first understand what's going on. I'm going to first provide some sort of value and try to understand and to be as interested as I can in that event, in that situation, in that moment. Because if you're focusing on being more interesting than the other people around you, you're not going to have a good time making friends. You're not going to have a good time in social environments because you're so focused on just who you think you are and not what's really happening around you. I don't want to get super metaphysical with you guys because I'm still trying to grab a good understanding of what it is, and I want to really make sure that when I talk about it, I really speak from a place of knowledge and wisdom and understanding. So, but I understand that if you want something to happen, the reality is you have to work. You have to be able to get out of your comfort zone. And you have to reach a level of maturity where you're really thinking, wow, literally my whole bloodline is counting on me to make sure that I make this happen. If I don't do this XYZ thing that I said I was going to do, I'm going to be letting down so many people. Now, that doesn't mean you should be putting so much pressure on yourself. You probably have a lot of time. If you're somebody who's watching my content, you probably have a lot of time. But let's say you don't. You should still try your best to focus and do what you can. You can't do everything in this life. You can't be everything, but you sure as hell try. And I'm the kind of crazy person that believes that you can really, really do anything you want if you really put your mind to it. Yesterday I was playing some drums. Tangent thought. Yesterday I was playing drums. That was the first instrument I wanted to play. Never really continued with it, and I will soon. And I essentially never picked it up. But I played some drums yesterday, and I actually did not sound very good. I did not sound really great. And by the way, real quick, who was that? Like I said, I'm live. Your average dad garage. Oh, right on, brother. Your average dad garage. Your average dad. Average dad. When you wake up and your kids wake up to another beautiful morning and they find out that their dad is average, that's okay. That's okay. But I want to be the kind of man that can, for example, for my father, when I look at him, he is also an average dad. A very average father. But he's done so much for me and my family. I'm sure you're not just an average man. Change your username. Change that name. Make it above average. Above average garage dad. That's a better name. That's a better username than average dad. If you watch any of my content, you know that's the best way to do it. Think highly of yourself. But yeah, speaking of my father, he's an average man. He's an average man. But still, he shows up every day. He goes to work just like any other dad out there. And dude, crickets, when they chirp, it's still music, by the way. That sound, I love that. I love that about our earth. I love that about this place that we get to call home. And yes, going back to what I was saying, reaching that level of maturity. You could be a grown 40-year-old man and still have the mindset of a teenager and not really be aware of what you're doing. You could just be drifting in life. You're just watching some random Mexican man on live stream. Or you could just be the man that's always on a mission and just happens to have a little bit of time to watch somebody like me talk on a podcast. My friends watch this. My family watches this. And I'm going to watch this podcast episode once it's done. Because I like to make sure that what I create is worth sharing. I delete any garbage that I create and I record. Because if it's not worthy, I don't want you guys to watch it. You guys are worthy. If you're, by the way, like and subscribe. If you're watching my episode and you've watched up until this far, if you're in the stream, if you're hanging out with me, subscribe. The Average Dad Garage, subscribe, brother. And I will see you soon. Please share the message. Share this power. Share this energy. I won't be alive forever, but hopefully this channel will be alive for a long time. Hopefully my kids will see this. Hopefully my brothers and my brother's kids and my neighbor's kids and my cousin's kids will see this and know that all the hard work that my family did, all my grandparents, all my uncles and aunts, it all was worth it. It all was worth it. And I'm having a great time, by the way. I get to have Fez in the chat. I get to have Garage Dad in the chat. Regardless, I'm going to keep going. And until my final breath, I'm going to keep sharing a positive message. Because that's what maturity has taught me. I was talking about that celebrity that passed away. There's a powerful video roaming around the internet right now. And he was talking about how the titles of actor, father, husband, those are powerful titles. And those are awesome. I hope to one day be a father. I hope to one day continue to be a brother for the longest time. But he said something so powerful that really hit me. He said, you strip all those titles away and you become just a person in bed. What are you? You are worthy of God's love. You are worthy of being somebody who God loves. Jesus loves you. God loves you. The universe loves you if you don't believe in God, right? That stuff is all so powerful. And I'm carrying that with me right now. Thank you, Fez. Thank you so much. I'm no perfect human, but I'm doing my very best to make sure that I get better every day. I've made so many mistakes in my life. In fact, I can list out a couple things right now. My Grok Groove AI app idea. I had this idea to eliminate guitar teaching, music teaching forever. If I just create this app that you just play into the app and it tells you instant feedback, how to improve, how to just do it better. I haven't successfully made it. I have not made that app yet. I made my website and it has an AI built in as the first thing you see, grokgroove.com, but it's a failure. I totally failed. The next thing, I was supposed to be recording an album with my band. Totally failed that. We have not been productive. I was supposed to not be smoking weed so much, but I still smoke sometimes. I'm a human being. Not the end of the world. I said I was going to not do something and I still did it. That's an awful thing. I failed. I failed so many times. What's another thing I failed at? I tried my best to record covers and record music, and I fail every time. I still can't sing to the best of my abilities, and I always admit to myself that, okay, I'm still doing it though. I'm still grinding, and I'm still doing the very best I can to make sure that I improve. I've failed so many times, guys. I failed financially. There's so many things that I've done money-wise that I've failed. But I think everything up until this point is going to get me ready for the next thing. So that way I don't make the same mistakes. So that way I can keep making better content. So I can keep making better videos. So I can live stream for hours and hours and hours and hours on end. So I can just become the best version that I can be. And I hope through this contagious energy, you guys strive to do the same thing. Because you guys are all worthy. You guys are all amazing human beings. Bonkers in the chat, thank you for the likes. Fez in the chat, all of you guys in the chat, thank you so much, for reals. This is awesome. I love live streaming on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. This is awesome. I want to make this a full-time job, and I've failed at it. I can't. I'm not even monetized yet, but I love doing this. I've made, like I said, $7 on TikTok Live. I'm so blessed for every penny. I'm so blessed for every amount of attention that I've received because there are so many people trying to do the same exact thing. And we're all failing together. But the best thing about it is that this wave of people just trying to do something with their lives, they're all going to get recognized in some way or another. Thank you guys so much. This is my podcast, by the way. The reason why I'm talking so much and not playing my guitar is because I'm recording an episode right now for my podcast on YouTube. This is the Mr. Genuine podcast. The Mr. Genuine. You have to be just as genuine as possible. I plan on posting a couple ideas for shirts. I would love to sell some merchandise. I made an AI image, and the shirt that the AI character was wearing looked pretty dope. It was like it just had said the word genuine, black shirt, white text. Pretty sweet shirt, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Even I'd buy it. And let me know what you guys think. And also, look forward to some more awesome guests in the future. I already have 2 people lined up, and 2 more of the people that I have already had on the show. I would love to have them back. And I'm always pushing the envelope to get some of my other people in my life to be on the show, but they're probably never going to be on there. It really does bum me out, but you know what? I'll continue. I'll live. I'm not going to cry. I think I put somewhere, this is a happy stream. That's going to be the title of this episode. This is a happy stream. This is the happy Mr. Genuine episode 76 of my podcast. My goal is to hit 100 episodes by the end of the month. I'm only, 24 episodes away. I got this. And it's only February 11th. I have approximately, there's only 28 days in the month. 28 minus 11, what is that, 17 days? I have 17 days to record 24 episodes. Can I do it? I don't know. I don't know because I haven't done it yet, but I think I can. I believe that I can. Oh, I remember one more thing that I failed at. The backflip. I have not done a backflip yet. But those are side quests, and I will get to it. And I'm not going to rush myself. It's better to do it as safely as possible because I don't want to. With a little bit of adventure too, because you don't want to play it too safe. You don't want to play life a little too safe. You want to have some adventure. You want to go meet some new people. You want to be able to walk into a room with the understanding that you might encounter some interesting people yourself. Some people that might have a good time in life or a bad time in life. And no matter what happens, you have to be able to smile through any sort of adversity. Just now, someone on my YouTube chat, on my Mr. Genuine channel, they said I look like the Mexican Markiplier. First of all, let me make it clear. I am Markiplier. I am the Mexican Markiplier. I am Raul. I am the universe reincarnated. I am YouTube. I am everything you guys are seeing right now. And you guys are too. You're Markiplier. You guys are all Markiplier. You guys are all the universe. You guys are all gods, to quote my mother. A beautiful woman. I love her very much. I love my father very much. I have a video idea, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode pretty soon because I do want to record some covers. I do have some songs I want to play, and I'm going to get off this live stream. I just wanted to be live for a little bit. Thank you, Bonkers. You're the best, for reals. And I had this idea to kind of go around my house and record some of the stuff that my father created. He constructed a couple things around the house and just built it by his hand. But I mean, we helped him out too, but it was all his idea. Maybe my mom pushed him to kind of get it started. But you look at these inventions that my dad made and you're like, whoa, that is crazy. How did you even think about that, Dad? How did you do that? I am something my father made. My own DNA. My family made this, and my grandparents made this. The universe made this. You are all stardust. I like to believe that. All the musicians, all the music out there in the world, you are the music. You guys are the vibrations in the universe. As crazy as that may sound. I never really understood that, but Nikola Tesla says, to quote Nikola Tesla, if you want to understand the meaning of life, see everything through vibrations and energy. And that's all I'm doing here, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Ooh. Let me see if I can actually play this time because it cut out. Do me a favor, back away, unless you want my love. Disregard the obvious, disregard the obvious. My love is for everyone. Lord have mercy on my soul, it is me. I know, could you please bail me out? All the people on the ground, they believe they've lived a solid, sound life up until now. That's awesome, bro. Shout out Francis Grandpa. They felt an atom bomb first on the scene where God said gone. They went away, so gone away, so gone, so gone. Disregard the obvious, disregard the obvious. My love is for everyone. I hope you guys can actually hear that because the last time I recorded that, the audio cut out because I had a filter. Studio production error, my fault. And that song is about an atom bomb. Imagine a human-made creation, the atom bomb. A blink of white light and you're gone. You can see through your skin because of the light emitting from that energy, from that atom, the atomic nuclear fusion bomb. Intense. You are an atom bomb walking around every day. You can inspire the world. You can shine the world up with just your energy. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. This is a 30-minute episode. I did not think I would be yapping for this long and playing some music for this long. I'm going to keep making songs. I'm going to keep recording. And I'm going to follow you back, Bonkers. Thank you so much in the chat. I love you guys so very much. Have an awesome night. Today is Wednesday. A beautiful day. Please be safe. I will see you in the next episode. I will see you in the next stream. I will see you when I see you. Gone.